Doctor Who, the little flower shop of Flora. I understand that a lot of you have come from a distant land to hear these tales. Ha ha ha! Well, we're all quite happy to have you here. Well, relax and enjoy my tale of the little flower shop of Flora. Ha ha ha! Yes, cue titles. Doctor Who, The Little Flower Shop of Flora, written and read by Nick Payne. So one day I, the 20 Doctor, if you couldn't guess, remember, I narrate my own stories. Anyway, I was out visiting my friend, Scarlet Clover, at her flower shop. Good morning, Miss Clover, flower girls, I announced as I entered the beautiful flower shop. There were so many flowers there, my dears, and the flower girls, April, Ginger, Tina, oh, too many lovelies to name. Ladies, I said, tipping my hat to them. Scarlet's right-hand woman, Ginger, giggled. It had been her birthday recently. I got her a massive chocolate sunflower from Roundtree's. It was so big, my dears, that she wouldn't be able to finish eating it until her next birthday, and that's if it didn't melt outside first. And that's not even mentioning everyone's Easter presents too. I approached Scarlet Clover. So, Miss Clover, you wanted some help with a particular plant. Yes, Doctor, she said. I've got a very particular plant I'd like you to see, and I don't want it to be put on display yet. If this plant is dangerous, I don't want anyone getting hurt. I understand, I said. Well, let's go and have a look at it. Lead the way! Scarlet nodded and took me out the back, where the mysterious flower was. Meanwhile, the android, April, yes, that is her real name, took charge of the shop. Scarlet then took me downstairs to the flower shop's basement. She led me over to a mysterious-looking plant. It certainly didn't look like a crinoid, or a vervoid, or worst of all, a varga plant. Oh, those things are very nasty, my dears. Don't go near them. Anyway, we came over to the little plant. Oh, it was so cute. It was adorable. It was small, like a flower, but with large leaves. Well, large enough for a small flower, that is. I mean, for a slightly bigger flower, they're probably normal-sized. It appeared a few days ago, Scarlet said. We were all surprised. It arrived in a mysterious pot, three-sided rather than four, or round. I examined the pot. It was red, and like Scarlet said, triangular-shaped. Hello there, I said to the plant. Suddenly, the plant looked up, spooking myself and Scarlet. It then opened some eyes. Then a face formed. Scarlet gasped with fright. I beamed. Hello? Hello? It replied. And who might you be? I asked. I am Flora, of the Inflora kind from the planet Petalia. Lovely place, I said. So, how did you get here, and why? Flora explained that on their homeworld, the plants were able to live together in harmony. They didn't need pots and could move around freely, like anthropomorphic plants, with their own little legs and arms. It sounds wonderful, Scarlet said. It was, Flora said. She then told us that she was the princess of the country she lived in and had been engaged to a prince of another land to unite the two nations. However, this all changed one day when a race of evil fly-trap plants, like Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors, took control of the planet. They gorged and massacred the species who lived on the planet, including poor Flora's fiance and his nation. Oh, sad story, my dears. But it doesn't stop there. As they came closer to Flora's land, her parents managed to teleport her to Earth using a crude piece of space-traveling technology disguised as a three-sided pot plant. The tech, as mentioned, was crude, but the scientists were successful in transporting Flora, her younger sister Fauna, and many others away from the planet before the fly traps arrived to consume the rest. Flora, however, got separated from the other survivors, though she believed that they were also on Earth and nearby to the flower shop. "I do not know where they are," she said. "We need to remain together to be safe." "Say no more," I said. "I shall assist you." "And so shall we," Scarlet said. "If anyone around here knows anything about plants and flowers, it's us at the flower shop." "Thank you," Flora said, smiling. Tears, firstly of sadness and now of joy, trickled down her cheeks. I gave her a sweet to feel better. She felt better after eating it. Scarlet was as good to her word. She and the flower shop girl searched for the other Infloras. K9, who had accompanied me, also helped. Soon we gathered all of the Infloras together and returned them to Flora. They were all ecstatic and overjoyed to be back with her. Scarlet also promised that she and the flower girls would help take care of them, and I also said I would pop in to check up on them. The flower shop girls soon got to work on making a nice little space for the Infloras, who in turn helped look after the earth, flora and fauna, and assisted in the shop. In other words, they took care of the plants and helped out in the shop. Fauna and the other Infloras then made Flora their queen, and the two sisters worked together to keep the surviving Inflora kind safe with the assistance of myself and the humans. But the story does not end there, my dears. Oh, no. We had a slight snag not very long after. One day, whilst visiting the shop again with K9, we noticed a particularly strange-looking Venus flytrap in the shop. "It just appeared out of nowhere," Ginger said when I inquired about it, "just like Flora had." Tina, a water creature residing and working at the flower shop, added. At that point, the Infloras stopped what they were doing, looked at the plant, screamed in horror, and ran to their safe space. The flytrap looked up. "Now don't you go running on me," it said, "because I need feeding. Feed me." "Ah, so you're one of the flytraps who invaded Petalia," I said. "Boy, I am," the flytrap said. "Boy?" I scoffed. "Now, are you gonna give me those little plants, or am I gonna have to eat flesh for starters before my lunch?" the flytrap asked. I laughed. "Ha ha 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 ha! Not so fast, evil plant. You forget that you are in a flower shop. And these," I pointed to Scarlet and her girls, "are flower girls." "And?" the flytrap asked. "And that means they know all about plants, even alien ones. And your anatomy looks very similar to a Venus flytrap." "And?" the flytrap asked again. And that allowed me to say this. "Get him, girls!" On my command, the flower shop girls then pounced on the flytrap, prodding and stabbing it with trowels and tools. "Ow!" The creature just about cried. It tried to open its mouth to eat them, but it was held down so it couldn't open too far. It could only open far enough to let out some pain noises. Then the girls got off it. "You'll pay for that!" the flytrap cursed. "I'll eat you! I'll eat you all!" At that moment, April shot a laser through the plant's open mouth. K9 also fired. The two of them kept firing until... "Oh, shit!" the plant said, then exploded. Alien flytrap insides and outsides covered the shop. "Ew!" Tina said. "Now we have to clean this shit up before..." Suddenly, Duke Angel, April's boyfriend and patron of the flower shop, ended with his friend, Cindy Bradino, Ginger's boyfriend. "Hey ladies, What the fuck happened in here?" Duke Angel asked. "Poor flowers," Cindy Bardino said as Ginger came over and kissed him. April, meanwhile, posed sexually and seductively. "Who wants to fuck?" she asked. She had such a great laugh, my dears. I quickly made sure to block the flytrap's teleportation device so no more could come to Earth, and the flower shop girls made sure the Infloras were okay. Thankfully, they were. Soon all of us, including Duke Angel and Cinzy Bardino, had to clean the shop of the flytrap's remains. With all of us pitching in, we managed to get the shop clean by tea time. While Scarlet was preparing the tea and the food, I gave my predecessor a call to ask him and the space agency to look into the matter. "Yes, it would be my pleasure. I'll get on it right away," the spy doctor said. "The man was a gentleman, trust me, I know, I used to be him." I got a message a few hours later with a full report, which I remember doing, of the operation. The flytraps had been either taken into custody or destroyed for their crimes, so I was able to take the Flora back home to rebuild and live their lives again. The flower shop girls said that their little spot in the flower shop would always be available for them should they ever need it, and of course I promised I would still pop in to see how they were doing, as would my past and future selves. And I am very glad to say that Flora, Fauna, and the Infloras would indeed live happily ever after. Oh, what a lovely ending to the story. I do hope you enjoyed it, my dears. Ha 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 ha. Now I'd best be getting back to the flower shop. I still need to get some flowers for the sweet shop, and my former thief-turned-shop co-manager wife, Sally Sweet, will be wondering where I am. Ha ha ha! Cheerio, everyone. See you again next time. Ha 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 ha! Bye bye. The end. Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the Nicholas Payne audio YouTube channel.